The new franc.
What? Is that a reference to fascist Italy? That's literally what Mussolini had on the Italian flag. This is all past, current, and future flags. The first country is Norway.
872.
Wait, this quality's too bad. Bro, why does my internet suck?
Kingdom of Norway.
Here's the new one.
Now, Norway.
But what are they gonna look like in the future?
2150. Scandia Nova.
So this assumes that we're gonna see possibly a well, I don't know if this is referring to a Scandinavian union that we can look forward to in the next 150 years. I really hope so. Or a Nordic union. That would be really cool. I liked that flag, though. Not bad for a future. Ooh,
1882. Egypt.
Egypt's a tough one because you have so many past flags you could have referred back
Now,
to.
Egypt.
Egypt's been through a lot of different iterations. Whoa!
2230. Pyramidia.
I like that we're also getting a new updated name with some of these future nations. Pyramidia. I like the name. I don't know if I like this flag. This is looking very R-Vexology to me, and it looks like, I don't know. But I would have loved to have seen them just go back to like a yellow background, not the tricolors. Like, think of the Mamluks, I guess. Yellow background with just, I don't know, I guess a pyramid on it. If it's going to be called Pyramidia, you know what? If they want to do that, that means they need to unify with Sudan. Sudan has the most pyramids out of any country in the world, believe it or not.
1570. Tondo Dynasty.
Tondo Dynasty. I'll be honest. Oh, the Philippines.
Nowadays,
I didn't
Philippines.
know what that was from. Tondo Dynasty. My bad. Filipinos, I'm so sorry.
2410. Luzvimenda Republic.
I would love for them to keep the Son of May sort of flag. This is the Son of May is on the Uruguayan flag. It's on the Argentinian flag. Please give me just a sun with a face on it. We need more creepy flags like this. And they're going with a different like shape. They're cutting out the edges. I love that idea too. I've not seen that idea expressed too much in the flag community. Obviously, we have very weird flags from the past with, you know, Venice. That's why Venice is squid. So why not do more different takes rather than just being like a rectangular cloth, you know, like cut some things out or do something. I don't know. Which, by the way, if you want that country ball, head over to makeshift.com because Venice, Byzantium, and the Ottomans, they are running out of time. They are about to be dust in history, just like these empires. They are no longer going to be here. They're going to evaporate. So there's a link down below to makeshift.com if you want to grab those country balls before they're gone forever. Again, that is the Ottomans, Venice, and Byzantium. Very excited to see. Sad that Venice is not the #1 most sold ball. I know, I get it, Byzantium, the Eastern Roman Empire, everyone loves Rome, but I'm just loving this Venice ball so much. I'm so glad I finally made it into a real country ball that feels good too. I'm just saying it feels weirdly good when I do this. I don't know what that is all about. All right, we're talking the Kingdom of Brazil.
Kingdom of Brazil.
I like how you can kind of see the globe perspective, the globe circular thing.
Now, Brazil.
It is now Brazil. But what is the future going to hold for Brazil? More galactic.
2150. Brazilian Union.
This is going to be Brazil when they get to like different parts of the solar system. That looks, man, Brazil is going to it's going to age. This current flag is going to age like fine wine right here. This is going to be beautiful once they actually start to colonize the galaxy. Let's go, Brazil. Who is this?
1417. Trucial Coast.
Is this Tunisia? It's a coast. It's obviously, UAE.
Nowadays, United Arab Emirates.
Okay, what is the UAE going to do? Are they going to put the Burj Khalifa on their flag? No, they're going to put their artificial island on their flag. I knew they were going to do something with what they've built. But by the time 1,000 years pass, we're going to look at this palm tree island that they made as like, I don't know, some sort of, it's going to be like the equivalent probably of the pyramids. They're going to be like, wow, because like in these days, in the year 3000, they're going to be building artificial islands everywhere. They're going to be building artificial islands on the surface of Neptune somehow. But we're going to, you know, the future humans are going to be impressed.
Arabian Nexus.
I could see it. I could maybe see it. Maybe. That symbol might not just be referring to those islands, to be quite honest. It could be a symbol referring to something else. But
Kingdom of Iberia.
So this is going to be Spain or Portugal. Probably Spain. Oh, Georgia. That's right. I always get confused. That's not the first time there's been a nation named something in that region that doesn't feel like. There's another example. You know what's funny about those first two examples? Kingdom of Iberia, you think of Europe. Kingdom of Georgia or Georgia, you think of the U.S. state of Georgia. At least a lot of people do. Might as well change their name to something else, like
Tbilisi
you should have just called them Tunisia.
Union.
I don't know why I'm thinking of Tunisia right now. Interesting. Unicorns. So they're going to have unicorns the next 300 years. I wouldn't be surprised if we could genetically modify some of the horses to grow horns. Just crossbreed a horse and a rhinoceros. Oh my gosh. This music is epic.
976, Margraviate of Austria.
All right, Austria, what you got? I'm excited. The Alpine Republic. Maybe that's going to be their name.
2023, Austria.
This looks like Latvia too much. You got to update it, Austria. You got to update it.
2450,
Whoa.
Austriana.
An OG throwback. And that name, Austriana. This is sounding like the Austrian Empire is going to come back a little bit. I do like the throwback to the old school. I feel like at one point, I mean, damn, I don't know how I feel about this. Should we remove the tricolor flags? You got to say one thing, like, these historical flags, a bit more pop to them, a bit more uniqueness. I mean, I don't necessarily want to move away from tricolors. Tricolors are just any flags without any icons with just 3 colors on it, but damn, that's so cool. It makes me want to just throw away the whole tricolor. Because look, there's the reverse on right here. Here's one of the heads, and then here's another one of the heads. That is so awesome. I don't think the current Austria could really make that work.
Holy Roman
They're too
Empire.
modest now. This is going to be Germany. So glad they chose that rather than the... Oh.
2023, Italy.
So they chose to go that route with the Holy Roman Empire because in the very beginning of those Holy Roman Empire days, they were really in a lot of northern Italy. That turned out to not be the case as the Holy Roman Empire grew and stuff like that. But let's see where Italy grows into the future. Hell yeah, Pasta Empire.
2170, South Italy.
What? Okay, so I think Force Man Big World here is predicting the splitting apart, the balkanization of Italy once again, which, you know, by their history, that was kind of normal. They just always were split up for like 1,000 years after the Roman Empire fell. So maybe that will be the new norm again. South Italy and North Italy is very different.
1976,
Kiribati.
Republic of Kiribati.
This is when they were a colony still under the British. Now, I like how they retained that icon and they just got rid of the
Kiribati.
copyright symbol in the corner. Is this going to be a global warming joke?
2440,
It is not.
Kiribati 11.
What the hell? How many times is this going to fall apart? Kiribati 11? I like the... do I like that new flag? I don't know if I do. Kiribati's current flag is... I could take it or leave it, to be quite honest. I'm sure there's people that love this flag to a weird amount. But I don't know how... I mean, I guess definitely keep the cool little seagull or pelican or whatever with the sun and the background. I agree with that. But I don't know. Is Kiribati even going to be above sea level in the year 2400?
927, Kingdom of England.
Sorry to bring that up, but Kingdom of England. Bring back the dragon, bro.
2023,
So this is the current England, not under the UK. This is just the English flag, obviously. There we go.
3069, Quantum Isles.
How many times is it going to have to duplicate to become quantum? They might not even need it. England might just be its own. If the UK fall apart, then I don't know. I can't see England change this name, to be honest. I feel like they've had England for so long that they're not going to change it to something else. It should have been just like the Quantum Englands, even though that does not sound. It sounds infinitely worse. Not gonna lie, but I can't see England change their name, even if they become an independent country or something.
1858, Western Samoa.
Western Samoa looks like Turkey. That
2023, Samoa.
I didn't know that was their old flag. That's actually crazy. That's looking very Islamic, Samoa. Are you having some faith changes?
2190, Samoa Federation.
I love that. I really love that, to be quite honest. I think I might spread out the stars a bit more to cover like all of the blue, but overall, that is based. Please, Samoa. Please, Samoa, do that. I would just adjust the flag, the stars.
987,
Kingdom of France.
Kingdom of France.
I love that we have backgrounds to these flags too.
Now,
Current France?
France.
Is that they actually updated, maybe it was in 2023, but they updated the blue to be a more saturated, brighter blue. I think. Or no, am I wrong about that? They actually might have changed it to the darker blue recently. But anyways, they changed the tone.
2230, the new franc.
What? Is that a reference to fascist Italy? Is this a fascist Italy, possibly? a fascist France. That's literally what Mussolini had on the Italian flag. Maybe the symbol comes to represent something else in the next 200 years, but I don't know. I don't know. Seems a little sussy. All right, France. What?
1095, Portugal.
I was going to say Finland. What's wrong with you, Finland? No. There's a way better historical Portuguese flag, and you actually don't even need to go that far back. It was only like 100 years ago or something like that, where they... Please go back to the blue and white, though. Definitely go back to the blue and
Portugal.
white. Please. Ah, they're not going to do it.
3060, Porto Solar.
I like the references to the possible colonies that these nations are going to have all throughout the solar system or even the universe in the next 1,000 years. That's cool. But, man, Portugal, it looks... The blue and white, bro. Look how cool this thing is. Is it just me? This looks so much better. I don't know what it is. I like the matching colors of like the blue and white in the background and then the blue and white on what seems to be dominoes to me inside the coat of arms. But all right, you want to keep their red and green. I mean, I guess. This is Spain.
1536, Cross of Burgundy.
Oh, is it not? Is it Argentina? Oh, it is.
Nowadays, Argentina.
I thought we knew that as Carlist Spain, but this was obviously all under Spain when Spain got here in 1536.
Tina.
Did they get there in 1536? I guess they must have. Was it that big? There was the Spanish started just saying huge swaths of land were theirs, even though there weren't that many actual Spanish people living on the lands at the time. It was mostly the natives and then maybe a couple of Spaniards. All right, Argentina.
30,
Yep.
40,
Yep, I want that.
Federation.
I want that as you ally, or I guess unite with Chile, or you might have just taken over Chile and Uruguay on top of that. I like that. Give it more rays. That looks creepy. I don't care. I don't care. I want that flag. That's cool. I think we do need to see some more tentacles on flags.
1776, United Colonies.
Okay, yep.
2023, United States of America.
I think we could... You have to just make the start. Yeah.
3070,
Yeah.
United Earth Territories.
That's the natural progression. I think the easiest country that we can predict what their future flag is going to look like is going to be the USA, because we've had so many different iterations. The US has updated their flag more than maybe anyone. Is that true? I feel like it. I think it has to be, because every single time we introduce more states to the Union, we have to add more stars. So we're constantly updating this thing. We know that eventually we'll have, unless our nation collapses, which, you know what, totally possible. That is plausible.
1482,
The Habsburg
Netherlands. Now, Netherlands.
So that was the old Carlist Spain flag, but yeah, because of the Habsburgs, they don't like Spain. They didn't like Spain. Bro,
28.
Oh, don't even get me started. Okay, so the controversy that I have heard from my Dutch friends is they can't bring back the orange because that was their historical flag. I know they're using Carlist Spain or whatever. They're using a Habsburg version of when they controlled these lands in history. But after they got their independence, it was this flag but with orange on top. And I've so desperately wanted them to go back to that. Because we just don't have very much orange on flags, and I love it. Please, neo-lowlands. Oh, so the controversy is that I guess like some right-wing group in the Netherlands have retaken the orange flag, and now it's been tainted or whatever like that. Okay, whatever. Like at some point, time will pass. I'm hoping where the flag will just become normalized again. I'm thinking. Just go back to the orange. That's all I'm saying. Just go back or reclaim it. You know what I'm saying? There's been all sorts of icons and things, words even. You can just reclaim it. Just reclaim the orange to be not controversial. Because I just want the orange flag to come back, to be quite honest with you. It's so cool. I just don't... Because India's got orange on it. Ireland's got orange on it. I just respect the orange flags, to be quite honest, because they're doing something outside of the box.
40.
And you can put the old coat of arms with the lion holding the sword. That's fine too. I just want more orange on my flags. It's that simple.
Neo-lowlands.
It's that simple. Please, Netherlands, please. Figure it out, bro. Figure it out, please.
718, Kingdom of Asturias.
Asturias, Spain. Yeah, this is very interesting to see the historical
Now,
flags he chooses
Spain.
to go with. You do want it to be different.
2065.
Another one. Yes, please. Okay, so the other controversy with this one is that the Republican Spain during the Civil War, the more left-leaning side during the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s, they used the purple strip at the below. You can still see a lot of socialists and people on the left using this flag to this day to, push their whatever their political ideas are. I saw it all the time in protests when I visited Spain. I don't care about the politics. I just want purple. Same thing. Same thing with the Netherlands. I don't care about the politics. I just want orange. And then same thing with this. I don't care about the politics. I just want purple. Purple on flags. There's not enough purple on flag. Spain sometimes is seen to have purple on this flag because this line, depending on the saturation of the flag itself, it looks more purple. I believe the Mexican flag occasionally... Oh, you know what? Spain and Mexico both have pink. But, yeah, give me the purple. There's not enough flags with purple on it.
Spain.
Yes. I don't care about politics. Give me more different colors. Give me different colors on flags. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
632, Rashidun Caliphate.
A respect for just the black flag. And then, it's Saudi Arabia.
Now,
I thought for a second there was going to be the Libyan flag from the 1970s to 2011. Just all green.
Saudi Arabia.
I gotta admit, I think Saudi Arabia has one of the most unique flags in the world, and it's so distinguished, and there's so many different iterations of, like, what if everyone used the Saudi Arabian flag template? Like, you gotta give it to them. They've really started something here in the flag community. It's so unique.
2060,
That's cool.
Arabic lands.
Hey, that's cool. Again, kind of a future reference to the colonization of space that we're gonna do. This looks like a moon or something like that, when Saudi Arabia literally just buys an oil moon, essentially. I like that. I think that's cool. Can you still read, what does it read? So this is text, this is in Arabic, something, God is great, Allah is something. God is great, basically, I think is what it says. That was cool. I liked that rendition.
1955,
Dominica. Speaking of flags with different colors on it, Dominica has a very unique color on it. It also has purple. It's actually the only flag, I think, currently that has officially purple on it, and it's because of the bird. I want purple on, like, a solid strip, to be honest, but I've been complaining about this for, like, 5+ years, and it sounds like none of the countries are listening to me, so no one's going to listen to me, sadly. It takes forever to update flags. There we go. Embrace the purple.
Futurum.
Embrace the purple with a big old purple circle. I like that. What?
927, Kingdom of England.
Is this going to turn into the UK? The Union Jack? Yes.
Now United Kingdom.
There's only one way to do this. Even if you think the United Kingdom is going to collapse, you have to assume the United Kingdom is going to adopt more kingdoms and evolve the Union Jack. Remember that this is the English flag, the Scottish flag, and the Northern Ireland flag combined. That's how they came up with the United Kingdom flag. One of the best flags in the entire world. You got to give it to them with that concept alone. But I don't think Big Force by Big World's going to do that here.
3012.
I despise that. I'm not going to lie. I kind of despise that. But that's fine. That's fine.
Avalon.
New Avalon. Well, he's going in a different direction because of the naming. I'm glad he introduced the name New Avalon. That's something completely different than the United Kingdom, or it would.
Gibraltar.
You would assume it would be. Gibraltar.
2023, Gibraltar.
Gibraltar. What is this going to be? Hell yeah.
Aqua Salta.
I like that. Just extend the walls. Hell yeah. That's cool. I like that one. Qing Dynasty, China.
1862, Qing Dynasty.
Let's see what's going to happen to the Chinese. Do they collapse? Do they get bigger? Do they...
Now,
they're going to do a
China.
space empire, I think. They're definitely going to do a space empire. Let's see. That doesn't look very space.
Harmonia Pact.
Damn, they're assuming that they're going to get Mongolia and the Korean Peninsula. They don't get back Taiwan, though, funny enough. I can definitely see Mongolia being annexed by the Chinese as Russia continues to kind of lose power and Russia essentially becomes a vassal state of China, which is a possibility, to be quite honest. If Russia cuddles up too close to China, then Russia's just going to be bought, essentially, by China. And the only reason why Mongolia exists to this day is it acts as a buffer state between these two nations. it was more impactful when this Russians were the Soviet Union, because the Soviet Union was a force and China was going through their century of humiliation. But now every year that goes by, Russia gets weaker and weaker and China gets stronger and stronger. So I don't think Russia can argue, hey, Mongolia should stay independent. I think China could just take it up. Now, them taking over the Korean Peninsula, I don't know how they're going to do that. I could see them get the Taiwanese island over them taking back the Korean Peninsula, but that's just
1400, Holy Roman Empire.
This is going to be Germany now. Or is it not?
Nowadays,
it is.
Germany.
Very good choice for historical flag for Germany, because there's a wrong choice in there, and then we all get in trouble.
2990,
Folk Union.
Union.
Huh. Interesting. This reminds me, though, randomly of how the Germans played around with the idea of adopting a Nordic style, a Nordic cross style flag, which of course uses their colors black, red, and yellow. But it's in the Nordic cross style flag like Denmark and Sweden and things like that. I didn't mind that, to be quite honest. It would kind of ruin the idea of a Nordic cross because Germany is not Nordic. But it was a cool concept. I don't hate the German Nordic cross flag. Malta?
1120, Lebanon.
I was just trying to predict these historical flags. The historical flags, I don't recognize all of them.
Lebanon.
You got to make the tree bigger.
3130,
nice. New Citadel.
Citadel.
Flags, tastes, and things like that are not going to be unanimously. I'm going back and forth with the future flags and what I like, what I don't like. I don't really like this one. Not gonna lie, but I like Lebanon's flag personally. I like that it's just a tree. Canada wasn't brave enough to just use a tree. They had to use a leaf. But Lebanon, they were like, hell yeah, we're brave enough to put a giant solid green tree on our flag. Screw it. Hell yeah. Oh boy.
1770,
New South
Wales.
Oh, we're talking about provinces and states now. So this is the
2023, Australia.
Oh, I thought we were gonna. Okay, interesting that New South Wales is still a state inside of Australia.
2130, Australian Union.
This is typically so. This is a country that needs to update their flag desperately, especially when the Australian national color is green. When you watch like rugby or soccer or any sporting event, Australia's always using green, right? Isn't that their national color? You got to find a way to put green on the damn flag. I've seen different iterations because so many people have been talking about this for decades now, that Australia and New Zealand need to update their flag. I've seen iterations that generally have this concept. They just sometimes throw a not the aspect ratio. That's just something fun, I guess, and creative to do. But with the same aspect ratio of being a rectangle, I've just seen like koala bears or kangaroos thrown on there too. I don't think you need to do that, but I do think you need to put green on the flag. If that's the color you love the most, Australia.
Kingdom of Poland.
That's weird. Look at that aspect. Speaking of weird aspect ratios of flags.
Now, Poland.
I think we can make it a little more interesting, Poland, rather than just two colors.
2430,
okay, well,
Neopolska.
Neopolska. I like that name. That does make it interesting. I think someone's got to update it, bro. Poland, Monaco, and Indonesia. Isn't Salzburg, the state, also have very similar, just white and red? Someone's got to budge. Someone's got to budge. Too many just white and red. Poland, please do it. I love you, Poland. I really do. I was just thinking about that today. I was literally thinking about that this morning when I woke up, like how badly I need to go to Poland. I've been wanting to visit Poland for a little bit. Love Poland. Man, I got to get out over there. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I got to figure out how to visit Poland.
1863,
Khmer
Empire.
So, I go back and forth with this, but it is pronounced Khmer. Obviously, the spelling in English seems like Khmer, so I guess it's fine to say Khmer. But just know that it's Khmer. It is pronounced Khmer if you go to Cambodia. I mean, it's probably like saying Paris or Paris. You know, it's probably like that. If you're in English, just probably say Paris. Sorry, just probably say Paris, so people don't look at you strangely by being like, "Oh, I went to Paris this week," and you know, you're probably gonna look a little. Anyways, but yeah, Khmer.
Now,
I'm gonna say
Cambodia.
Khmer, to be quite honest. Yeah.
2060,
That's cool.
Cambodia.
That is cool. No name change, but I like that. Is this alluding to the idea that maybe the Angkor Wat is not going to be standing in the year 2060? Is that why they're going to have to remove it from the flag? Also, another very good choice here by Forceman Big World to not use a different historical Cambodian flag that represents, well, mass oofings. Pol Pot, basically. Anyways.
51,
Western Turkic
Cognate.
Is this going to be Turkey? Or is this... Oh, this is
Nowadays,
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan.
The Turks. Oh,
2090,
that's cool.
Kazakh Federation.
I like that. That is a very cool... That is cool. You know, speaking of Mongolia just being annexed by China, I wonder what happens to Kazakhstan, too. Because all of Central Asia is very clearly under Russian sphere of influence still. You know, immediately once it broke away from the Soviet Union, it was like pretty much still de facto a Soviet Union territory. I mean, so this is strongly states that are under Russian influence and sphere of influence. But if Russia continues to decline in power and China just continues to grow in power, does that make this place also just become a Chinese satellite state? More than likely, yeah. I can't see them annexing it like Mongolia, but...
1884, British New Guinea. Now Papua New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea. Papua. Ooh.
3000, New Equatorial.
That is cool. And New Equatorial. Is this referring to... Well, they didn't change the name. The whole island that New Guinea, Papua New Guinea exists on is called Guinea. So I was hoping that we would see something like the Neo-Guinea Empire or something like that. I don't know how they're going to take the other side of the island from Indonesia. I can't see Indonesia just giving up so much territory to Papua New Guinea, but regardless, it's interesting to think of. Byzantium. Wow.
1185.
I literally have that right here.
Byzantine Empire.
That is right here. That is very cool. All right. Greece.
Now Greece.
Byzantium. Okay. I can see that.
2090s.
You can't really go back to this. I will give you that. The modern day version of Greece is so different from what the Byzantine Empire used to be back in 1185. I'll tell you that. I mean, the Greeks have been through a lot. Part of it is just under the Ottoman Empire, you know, so for a long time there, they were under the Ottoman Empire. But New Athenia, I like this. I like that stuff. Also, you change the flag to this, it will be a lot less confused by Americans that think the Greek flag is Israeli. That's still happening. There's still Americans out here confusing the Greek flag with the Israel flag, and it is so disappointing.
6. New
It makes
Athena.
me want to throw myself off of a bridge or a Greek mountain. I don't know. Mount Olympus. Oh, here we go
610,
again.
Byzantine Empire.
Byzantine Empire. Let's go. Byzantine Empire. We have to do Turkey.
Nowadays, Turkey.
There you go. Okay, Turkey. Which, I mean, that gives me a reason to throw this one out here, too. Let's go, Turkey. Bam, Ottoman Empire. So this is a very old form. I wanted to specifically do this form of the Ottoman Empire. So the Ottomans did rock what Turkey rocks today, but I wanted to distinguish with my country ball here. This is not Turkey. This is definitely the Ottomans. So that's why I went with this rendition of the Ottomans, which I think they used in the 18th century. For a little bit there. Anyways, here's the new updated
20,
version.
Anatolitek Republic.
Anatolitek. Okay, maybe a future where where Turkey's controlled by robots. Or they just have a lot more robots.
1893, British Central Africa Protectorate.
What is this? Oh.
Nowadays, Malawi.
Malawi. It's a very thin, sort of Chilean-looking empire.
2710, New Malawi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I like the circle. That was pretty cool. Croatia.
925, Kingdom of Croatia.
Nice. This is a fun game to play, just like trying to guess the historical flag. Where's Croatia gonna go?
Croatia.
Is it just me, or does this look like what they put on like at every single Italian restaurant table? The tablecloths? I always think about that.
3010,
that looks like
Quantum Croatia.
It's just a straight up chessboard now. Why not? Imagine being able to play chess on a country's flag. That's cool. Wales.
1807, Wales.
Hell yeah, Wales. Let's go.
2023, Wales.
What are you guys gonna do? Are you gonna remove the dragon? Double down. Hell yeah. The English are always saying, if you wanted to be represented on the Union Jack, you shouldn't have put a giant freaking red dragon on your flag. And you know what? Maybe they have a point. I don't know. But regardless...
5/5.
Hell yeah.
Territory of Welsonia.
Okay, so there's still a territory, clearly, because they threw in the word territory here. But under what empire? I don't know. Maybe it's not under the United Kingdom. I like that it's getting bigger, though. That's kind of cool. Cool little dragon. I don't know what that is.
794, Heian period.
Oh, Japan. What are you going to do, Japan?
Now,
Reminded of the 1999 Japan flag change, where they went from a slightly duller, less saturated red circle to just a slightly ever more saturated red circle. Oh, yeah.
3020, Japanese.
That is... Okay, well, I don't know about all that. I mean, I don't think the Koreans are going to like that ever again. Is this a new... I don't know. And maybe in 1,000 years, there's a lot of Koreans that I guess move to Japan. I feel like there's less so of the Japanese moving to Korea, but there are Koreans that go to Japan. I cannot see... You're going to need a couple things for this to happen. The Korean Peninsula is going to have to unify, which means Kim Jong-un is going to have to collapse his dynasty, which is possible. I could see that happening. And the South finally uniting the Korean Peninsula. I pray that day will happen one day. I would love to see that happen with my own eyes. But then you're going to have like so much back and forth. Maybe after 1,000 years, the beef will be settled between these two empires. Maybe, because it is the year 3000. And with a lot of like back and forth migration, maybe Japanese and Korean, which might happen because the Korean population and the Japanese population is just declining so fast on both sides. Maybe now it being called the Japanese Archipelago Union, I don't think the Koreans are going to be cool with that. That's
Archipelago
for sure.
Union.
This is a reference to an older historical Japan flag. It looks very similar to what they used to have. A different iteration. Denmark. This is apparently the oldest
Denmark.
flag ever. The oldest contiguous flag that they still have.
Denmark.
Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Damn. I just wanted to see a joke where they keep it. It's like the year 5000 and it's still Denmark.
45. Danotech.
Danotech. Again, the future tech revolution will take over all these places. What empire is this?
1894. British East Africa Protectorate.
Is this Ethiopia? No, it's not Ethiopia. This is Somalia. Oh,
2023 Uganda.
What is Uganda gonna do? Oh,
2090
the drum is cool.
Uganda.
The drum is cool. All right, that's cool. Uganda. Whoa. Scotland.
1177 Lordship of Ireland.
Dad, dang it! I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say Scotland, but I was just trying to make the guess before it came out.
Now Ireland.
Do not remove the orange. Do not remove that orange, please. Okay, that's fine.
3050.
And
Celtic.
it's a throwback to what they used to have on their flag. They used to have this what's it called? Harp. There you go, harp. But this is a unification with Scotland at the same time. As long as it has the orange on it, I'm cool. I would like that orange to be more saturated like this rendition, but it's just my own 2 cents about it. All right, Ireland, that's cool. Throwback to the old stuff.
1922
British Cyprus.
Cyprus.
So is this going to allude to a unified Cyprus in the future? Let's see, because Northern Cyprus is
2210 Republic of Cyprus.
Okay, but I think Northern Cyprus is saying it's going to lose a little bit of land, I think. Or is this falling into the ocean? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to the Cyprus Islands, but it's ominous.
1206
Delhi Sultanate.
Sultanate.
So now we're going to update India here. That's an old form of India.
Now India.
And what is India going to look like in the future? It's got to be Space Empire India.
3070
That's cool.
Neo-Bharat Republic.
Neo-Bharat Republic. This is a unification with Pakistan, by the way, and just Pakistan, not Bangladesh. I mean, anything's possible. We did start off by referencing specifically the Delhi Sultanate, which I believe was an Islamic empire there, or Islamic kingdom. Maybe they can put aside their differences. I hope so. That rivalry's running deep, though, so far. Carlos, Spain.
1520 Tenochtitlan.
Is that not when they were conquered by Spain, though?
Nowadays,
so
Mexico.
Aztecs didn't have a flag, did they?
3065
Hell yeah.
Xylocheetah.
That's cool. That's really cool. To change Egypt into Pyramidia is bold because while actually it's not a bad name in some sort of fantasy, realistically, you don't want to name your country after one landmark as if the pyramids had their own country or something, like the country was built around it. Yeah, that's probably a good point. There's all sorts of different people loving the different concepts at the different timestamps. Okay, this is good. But I loved the map in the background and the names. That really made the video a little bit deeper to talk about some of the alternative history or alternative futures we could be seeing here in the future. Lol, the song when Austria came up was actually an Australian song called I Am Australian. That is part of the small Easter eggs that I love about this channel. Thank you, Forceman Big World. Please go subscribe. And here's a big thank you to this month's patrons. Can white people smell the rain? It's pronounced Tour de Sillas, Drew. DruuuWu Labubu. Conquered Bread. White Grape of the Pirates. Never change, Drew. Unless you want to. LuxembourgLover. Fredrik Tibblin. Pavlik. KingBearHaze. NordTyrol. LoreTrack. Name here. Nolan. Check the Patreon link down below in the description.